Hello fellow academics and welcome back to Beavtorio. We're in the middle of a bad tide, but it's not a problem. Well, maybe. We've kind of figured out our situation over here with the bad water. Our new sewage pipe pumps it away from the initial crater and just pushes it out this way right into our power supply. And so we don't have to worry about power, which is pretty nice. All right. Besides that, one beaver is injured. We had the smelter on for a while. In the meantime, we're trying to just connect this up to make sure we're getting our science in. Although with 1,100 science, we're at the moment doing actually pretty okay. Now, what are our beavers currently building? I think they're prioritizing all of this over here, which sounds like a nice idea, but I do not like that. So instead, we're going to prioritize this very weird construction that we made that will allow us to channel the bad water over here away from this. And this area, I'm really hoping in the long term will become another water storage situation for us. But, you know, future worries, future worries. For now, we really just need to make that connection over here. And that shouldn't be too much of an issue, but it will be something that we will be focusing on in this episode. So let's go ahead and make sure we high prioritize everything, because that's exactly what we do. Actually, we shouldn't do that. Let's go ahead and make this a priority lower. Turn this into our regular priority system. And then make this area over here just a little bit lower. We haven't even placed the rest of it, so that you become our lowest priority. There we go. Although it would be nice to have a couple of these batteries ready to go. Not that we need to worry about it right now in the bad tide, but yeah, future proving is something that we definitely need to consider. All right, so what else can we do in order to speed this up? We had actually unlocked our zipline station. So we could consider placing one here and making the pathway up there just a little bit more efficient. And I have to say, I do not hate that idea. So let's go ahead and place a few platforms over this way. Highest priority, because we can. We have also done another piece up here. And yes, we're building one at a time. Not the most optimal use of our beaver time. Well, beaver overload time, meaning my time, but it will be okay. All right, one more and it is in, which means we can go into our pathway system, put in our first zipline station, put another one up here, which also means we need to expand this a little bit. Highest priority, again, because that is what we do. And then I'm kind of hoping we'll be able to make a direct connection, but in a sense, I doubt it a little bit. All right. Let me pause the fluid dump over this way. It has produced enough water in here. Our food supply is still going pretty low. But I think we can fix that. Well, maybe not fix that. We now have 6 beavers being our farmers. And I'm kind of hoping that will suffice. But let's see how things go. All right, check up here again. Yep, the power part is in. Highest priority on this. It's gonna delete the path here. And in the meantime, I'm hoping... Nope, they haven't finished this yet. But they are putting the planks in right now. which makes me think we're just low on planks. Makes sense, unfortunately. What are all of our beavers actually doing? And now we have, I guess we still have some haulers, so not too much of an issue. I guess a bunch of them are actually construction workers. So yeah, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. All right, platforms are in, which means let's place another zipline station up here. Highest priority there, add a connection. Too far, 5 meters. Just 5 meters. So we need a zipline pylon. And we can actually just place it here or up there. I guess why not up here? All right. Highest priority to this one, highest priority to this one, highest priority here. And then let's make sure that connection is set up. Later on, we'll restructure our connectivity pathway system, but for now, I think this will actually do just fine. We also, in the long run, want a zipline station over here, close to our... Actually, technically, our wood supply is here. So, yeah, kind of over here. Oh, let's actually go ahead, because we do have the dynamite. Always like to hear that. If we blow this part up, we can put another zipline station here, and then again, having 3 of them connected kind of in a roundabout way, all the way around the crater. Although we might not want to do that in the long run. Anyways. Alright. We're actually pretty much done over here. One last piece missing. Highest priority, and then we have our science station connected to these 2 power wheels. More importantly, we can put a bunch more of the windmills along this side without actually interfering with what we're building. So I do like that. All right. What else are... Oh, look at that. Already done. Detonate. Pathway structure. Another zipline station. Highest priority. And this is almost ready. It does need more metal blocks. How many metal blocks do we have? None. Smelter back on. Also reminds me, you're still okay. Not great, but okay in terms of metal supply. So we'll be doing all right. All right. Doing okay overall, I want to say. So some of our carrots have died. Our food supply is actually really low. And beavers are hungry. Let's see, how many potatoes do we? Grilled potatoes. How many regular potatoes do we have? We only have 7 in stock. I wonder what happened that all of a sudden made our beavers so much hungrier. Because they can't keep up with harvesting the carrots. I guess that means we need another efficient farmhouse. And we're gonna place it on this side right here. Also making sure we'll put a pathway system around this way. One levee here, and then staircases in here and here. That is actually not enough. We need to get them closer to this section where all of our food is stored. All right, so let's go ahead and do the same over this way. Levee in here. Yep, destroy. staircase up this way and this way. All right, highest priority to all of these connections. And then we're making sure that we're planting a ton more carrots. Just to be on the safe side. All right, now we're in a bit of a pickle in terms of beaver supply. We do have 12 baby beavers. So it's coming along, but we still need to wait for them to grow up, which, yeah, not ideal. Actually, look at that. 3 of them just grew up. 2 of them, maybe. Anyways, we're already in much better shape. All right. Farmhouse is in. Actually, we don't need all of that additional path. So let me go ahead and delete you. You as well. And then we're going to set more carrots to be planted over here. All right. Stairs are coming in as well, which is good. Food supply is still low, but none of our beavers have died of hunger yet. However, we have been harvesting a bunch of our berries. Oh, look at that. And let's go ahead and place more carrots. All right. Bottom line is our science hub definitely supplied now with enough power to work out all of this. I'm actually going to reduce that to just 2. Although we need to figure out how to research our mine in order to get to the right space so we can build our little tank. Don't quite know what to call it. So let's go with tank. Okay, so this one is in though. You're still trying to produce this. Planks missing. Metal blocks missing. Basically everything is missing. We can turn on another plank production facility. Yep, that's the official name for the lumber mill. Plank production facility. So we'll take that. All of this is, yeah, this looks well connected. They're also now building all of this up here. Not too bad, I want to say. Not too bad overall. But yeah, it is missing blanks and metal blocks. Metal blocks, yeah, we're just waiting for them to be created. And then in the long run, we should also try to just connect this up with our power supply area over here. What would be the best way to do this? We could actually just go a bridge across this and then make a direct connection over this way. Paper, gears, I guess that's all okay. We have like the tiniest amount of paper storage, which means I should definitely pause the paper mill. All right. I'm also going to destroy our paper storage now that I've mentioned it. We'll put a slightly larger one in just over here. Set this to paper for now, because that will also allow us to build a power connection from here across all of this. Then we could already go up. Yeah, let's stay below here. Just like that. Which will then allow us to bridge over this direction. And again, down, connect all of this up. Over here, we don't need this path anymore. Didn't want to let me click for whatever reason. I'll take it. And then make sure this connection here is in place. And we'll be removing the majority of these paths. Maybe not the majority, but a good amount of these. So we can connect it up on the other side. That needs to be destroyed as well. Alright, let's make sure regular water is flowing. It is not. At some point, I really need to figure out how to do this properly. Alright, so I'm opening you. That did not help. You need to be open. Close above contamination. No, you're open all the time. You're open all the time. You're open all the time. Let's open you. Now this will let a little bit of bad water in here. I do not like what I'm seeing. But it is kind of the bad water that is stored in the pipe. Alright, let's actually put you back on auto. And you're just gonna be open. You should be on auto. Because we lost a good amount of regular water out this way. Okay, now we're filling this area up. And since you are on auto, shouldn't you actually close above contamination of 5%? Close above contamination of 3%. Why aren't you closing? How are you? Oh, I see. I had you closed and you closed before, which meant all of the water came out this direction. All right. Need to make sure that we are actually filling this back up, because currently that is where we are pumping water from, and that is also what is supplying our food area with the necessary water. Look at how many carrots we have. How quickly that changed again from being basically starving to having more than enough carrots. All right, I need you to prioritize all of these. So we have that connection basically ready to go. I still need to figure out this part. Figuring out is probably a bit overstated. Triple platform over here, and then we're building our power supply chain up this way. There we go. Oop. That was not the right one. All right, power supply chain over here. Connect this up. And then all we need to do is get up here. There we go. Once all of this is in place, which I hope is soon, we'll see about that, we should be in a much better situation. They still haven't finished building all of this. Metal blocks are lacking. Metal blocks are waiting for... Where are metal blocks going? Especially when I highest prioritize these. Oh, I think they're going in here. Okay, second highest priority to this. We definitely need this one before we get this one up here. All right. I do wish the this faction would have like a triple direction. Like these pylons could go in one extra direction. That would make life so much easier, and I think they'd be much more on par with the Iron Thief, because the Iron Thief's transportation system is just excellent. You can take any kind of pipe and just go from there and branch out, which, yeah, just isn't the case with the Fogtails. Anyways, I'm doing a pretty good job at building all of this, so let's make sure we keep the rest up as well, especially now since we are in a drought, which means very soon you guys will be useless. And that does remind me, I wanted to place another large windmill over somewhere here. And I guess we could just place it there. Alright, you are useless again. You're somewhat powered. Not great, but somewhat powered. All of this is coming along though. Metal blocks are being pushed in here. Cool, cool, cool. And again, we kind of need to also just figure out a way to get over to this place. Which makes me think one of the first things that we probably want to put in over here is actually a zipline station. And to put the zipline station on the right place, I want to make sure we have one pathway that is not a zipline pathway. That brings us all the way to our colony. Here we go. All right. That will definitely get us over here. I think I want to also put in a one stairway, basically, that brings us manually from up here all the way down there. Well, we will not place or build all of this. Well, all of this should remain filled with water as we're moving forward, but you guys will see that once we actually get there. Alright, why can't you? Because you're too far away. That makes sense. That means you go bye-bye. Gonna put you on highest priority. And look at that. They're actually doing a really good job at getting all of this in place. Cool, cool, cool. Still want to make sure at least our first zipline location connection is built in this episode. And again, we are really just waiting on our metal blocks. And one of the reasons why it's taking so long is because we don't have enough power. Let's give you the highest priority, even though power wheels back on. Really hope we can retire our power wheels soon, like real soon. Need to turn the paper mill also back on because we need more paper. Water supply looks good. 14 days. Oh, they're almost done with all of this. How? Really? Alright, almost there. This now can all be reached, can be built also, hopefully, very quickly. They finished all of this pretty fast. And then I think we just need to also focus more on additional windmills. I could put one here. I don't know. I don't think it can actually be reached. So we could actually do this instead. Or we just go through here and start putting them in. Yeah, let's place 2 more. Just to be on the safe side. No priority for them though. Planks are missing. That's alright. You're just missing metal blocks, and you're just missing metal blocks. And you're just missing power. So all in all, pretty good. Alright, a couple more planks, and then all of this is ready to go as well. In the meantime, they are building all of this back here. And I would love for them to build it in this direction. But I don't think they will be able to build this until they reach from the other side. Which means that path, technically pointless. Oh well, I think it will look quite nice. And maybe shorten some of the paths that we're taking down here. But we'll see about that. Okay, pylon is in. Let's make sure we high prioritize you. And then we could even consider putting another zipline station. Up here. As far as we can basically go. Although even... yeah, actually it might be nice to have one here. For now. And connect this up. Alright. Done. Which means I should probably also high prioritize this. I'd rather them put in the logs and the planks in here instead of all of this for now. Because once all of these are in, they will have a much easier time getting to where they need to go. Alright, 3 more metal blocks, 2 more metal blocks, and then our zipline, first zipline connection is ready to go. We have now plenty of food storage. Plenty of carrots, actually. Water is a little bit low. I guess right now we only have 3 water pumpers. 5 water per 1/3 of an hour. Now, I think beavers drink 2 waters a day. We have 53 beavers. That's 100 waters a day-ish. We produce 15 per hour, 16 hours of work. We should actually make plenty of water. In theory. Yep, in theory. But I don't think we're producing enough water to actually fill up all of our supply. Which makes me think we really need to get over this way. And start building a secondary water intake system, even before we deal with the additional storage that I want to build on the other side. So, how are we going to do that sensibly? We need to reach all of these, which I think the easiest way would be to block all of this off. And we should be able to build around there. With the right platforms and things in here. One of you needs to be... Actually, no, we're gonna let all of this be sorted out on the top. This time around. Look at that. Our zipline station is in. I missed there. Look at the baby beaver. Why are you going up there? Where are you going, mate? Oh, you're grabbing water. It is faster to take the zipline station up here and then walk over there than to walk from here over here. I think he just likes to take the zipline station. I think that makes a lot more sense. Alright, anyways, zipline station is in. Very excited. The next one is coming as well. We have a ton of plans in here that we just still need to figure out, but we'll manage. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.